Morning, investor and corporate. Welcome to Set Digital Roadshow, Year's End 2023 Performance Review. This session will run about 45 minutes, including Q&A. Company will start the session by 30 minutes presentation, followed by 15-minute Q&A. During Q&A, investor may leave your questions in meeting room chat box or use raise your hand function. We will open your microphone so you can ask the question to the company directly. May I now invite Moshi Retail Corporate Public Company Limited to start the presentation.
Thank you. I will start the presentation and we can have 15 minutes for Q&A. So today's presentation, I'll go briefly over the company overview, Q4 and 2023 financial performance, and then a little bit about strategic direction and overall picture, and then we can go to this year, 2024 outlook. For the company overview, we are actually the largest distributor of lifestyle product in Thailand. So our mission is to bring happiness through the creation of exquisitely designed products. So we're doing that by focusing on three things. So one is product development, two, data-driven culture, and three, sustainable partnership. So we focus on that three things to make sure that we achieve our mission. In terms of value proposition that we give to our customer, we focus on first is the design, and then the secondly is the price. So we have some capability that we have to build in order to deliver that to our customer. First thing for the design, we use data-driven product development culture. So pretty much the design, when we develop our product, we focus on, we use historical data to come up with the product and the design that we know that will match with the customer preference. In terms of price, we have strong supply chain excellence. That's the other thing that we really focus on. So to make sure that we get the best cost so we can deliver our customer with the best value. And the other thing that we also do is the marketing capability. So comparing to other players or other competitors, we do a lot more marketing activity to them. Make sure that our product, our store reach the target customer group. The last thing is the flexibility of an adaptive operation. I think it's proven during COVID that the company still deliver positive net profit even during the COVID period. Briefly give the overview. Currently we have total of 131 stores as at the end of 2023. A good chunk is under the Moshi brand, which focus on design lifestyle product. So focus a lot on design. The second brand that we just started last year is called Garlic. This one focus on chic and cool product, while Moshi brand focus on cute and target a lot toward more female. So chic and cool product is the other one that we started in order to reach a wider customer group. So we just started last year and we have total of 3 stores. And the other 2 that we have is Giant and the OK Station. Giant is a wholesale store and focus more on functional product, not a lot on design. We only have 1 branch. And then we have the last one is the OK Station. Just like the name, it's pretty much mainly sell gift and stationery product. It's located in Chinatown. It's also a wholesale store. Currently, we operate under these 4 different brands. In terms of store footprint, right now we cover about 51 provinces out of total of 77 provinces in Thailand. And if you look at the coverage, you see that a lot of them are in the upcountry. About 67% of our store upcountry area. Only like 30% is in the Bangkok and vicinity, Greater Bangkok. In terms of, this is a Q4 highlight. So the past fourth quarter is, it was a high season, so we have a strong growth in fourth quarter. Sales grew about 23% year on year, and net profit also grew about 27% year on year. But looking at the whole year of 2023, we also have, it was quite a good year because it was a recovering year from the COVID still. The revenue grew about 33% to about 2.5 billion Thai baht, while net profit grew about almost 60% to 400 million Thai baht. And the garlic that I mentioned earlier, in December, we opened 2 stores of garlic. And they're all, both of them are located in the upcountry area. One of them in the north in Chiang Mai, and then the other one is in Mahasarama. And Q4, in terms of Moshi brand, we also opened a lot, about 10 new Moshi stores in fourth quarter. And we received an award from the SEC in the fourth quarter, so-called Best Deal of the Year award. This one was given to outstanding fundraising transaction that create innovation for capital market. So if you look at the breakdown of our revenue, a good chunk is still from retail store. This is true for Q4 and also for the whole year. About 80% is from retail, and then about 18% from wholesale, and the rest is from other channels, such as online. In terms of ROE, we have a decent ROE of about 22%. This is a breakdown of the whole year of 2023. Like I mentioned earlier, for the whole year, we reported a revenue of 2.5 billion Thai baht, and about 80% is from retail, 18% from wholesale, and the rest from online channel. Just to mention, give you an idea of the outlook of revenue breakdown going forward. The company doesn't have policy to expand any retail, expand any wholesale. So going forward, we will continue to expand. We focus on expanding retail, mainly under Moshi brand and garlic brand. So going forward, we expect to see a proportion of retail expanding from 80% onward. In terms of operating revenue, last year for the whole year, we grew about 38% year on year, from about 1.9 billion to 2.5 billion Thai baht. The main reason for that is from store expansion. Last year, we expand about 25 stores in total. 24 of them were retail, including like 21 Moshi and then 3 garlic. Then we also acquired the OK Station, so that's another 1 wholesale. So those store expansion give contribution to sale increase last year. The second reason is also from the increase of the same store sale growth of the existing store as well. Like I mentioned, last year it was a recovering year from COVID. So same store sale growth was still quite high. Last year we have about 17% of same store sale growth. So that also helped contribute to overall growth of last year. In terms of gross profit margin, it increased by 36% year on year, from 990 million to about 1.3 billion Thai baht. From the reason for that, besides from the increase in revenue that I mentioned earlier, if you look at gross profit margin, you will see that it also increased as well. from 2022. Reason for that is because it's in our strategy or in our plan that we try to increase the profitability of our product by increasing the higher than average profit margin product in the portfolio. So for instance, last year, we come up with a new product category such as pet accessory, increasing the proportion of sale of the cosmetic product. So those products have higher margin. So as we increase them, the overall gross profit margin of the company will continue to increase as well. So the other thing is last year we look at the exchange rate because we import a good chunk of our product from China. Last year we have a favorable exchange rate as well. Those were the reasons for gross profit margin improvement last year. In terms of SG&A, see that SG&A, if you look at SG&A to revenue or to sell, we see it's declining from 34.5% above to 32.1%. That's come from the scale, because as we expanding, some of the expenses in the SG&A were fixed costs. So as we continue to expand our store and we have a positive same-store sales, you're going to see that number declining. But in terms of absolute amount, it increased 4.6% year on year. Major reason being that as we expand the store, some expenses in selling also increase as we expand the store as well. While the majority are expend for the staff as we increase the store, and then the rental fee that has to increase as well as we expand the store. So from those reasons above, so we reported the profit margin of 400 million Thai baht, increased about 58% year on year. And net profit margin also increased as well from 13.4 to 15.8%. To just give you an overall picture of the cost structure of the company. In cost of goods sold, the majority of expenses were the cost of the product itself, about 46.4%. And then selling expense is about 28% of the revenue. And then which, like I said, mainly vary with revenue as we expand, because the majority of them are rental fee and salary for the staff. The store. And then we have admin expense about 4.1%. This chunk is most of them are fixed costs, so it shouldn't expect to increase a lot on admin expenses. And then we have interest and tax. We do not have any outstanding debt. Mostly they are just the rental fee that we have to accounting standard. Then we have a net profit, 50.8%. In terms of financial position or balance sheet, last year total asset increased about 30% from to 3.6 billion Thai baht, increased about 800 million. Mostly it's increased from cash flow that we receive from the operation. And we put that in a short-term investment in fixed income. So it looked like a short-term investment increase, but it's actually the result of the cash flow from operation that we receive. And total liability also increased about 39%, but mostly it was the lease liability that increased because as we expand our store, lease liability also increased. So as a result, total shareholder equity also increased in line with the net profit that increased about 307 million Thai baht after dividend. So we have a healthy balance sheet with a lot of cash on hand. Just give you a brief summary of cash flow. So last year we received about 800 million Thai baht from cash flow from operation. 700 million Thai baht from cash flow from operation. And then we have a capex, which mostly spent on store expansion, about 73 million Thai baht. So we have free cash flow for 645 million Thai baht. Then the financing is mostly rental. So we end up with the cash at the end of the year about 1.1 billion Thai baht. So we just have a board meeting and we just announced that there'll be a dividend payment this year from the performance of last year, about 0.6 Thai baht per share. So that will be subject to the annual shareholder meeting this month. So this year, we plan to have a capex of about 200 million Thai baht. Most of them will be spent on about half on store expansion and store renovation. And then the rest, about the other half, mostly will be on the improvement of IT system, such as the POS system, in order to support the future project, and then improve the warehouse a bit. So those will be the capex for next year, for this year. In terms of strategic direction of the overall strategy of the company, so in a short and medium term, we still focus on expanding our store domestically. Like I mentioned earlier, that currently we cover about 50 provinces. This year we plan to cover about another 10 more. So we plan to have at least one Moshi in every province in Thailand. So we think that still have room to expand the store domestically. So we focus on expanding Moshi and expanding garlic this 1 to 2 years. And then the next growth driver going forward will be looking at the overseas market to come after that. So that will be the overall strategic direction. So with all this project, we think we can deliver a revenue growth of about 15 to 20% annually. And we do have a plan to open store Moshi of at least 20 stores per year. And for garlic, this year we plan to expand another 4 more, so end up with 7. So in terms of strategy that we focus on when we do our operation, first we focus on store expansion. Second, we focus on how to increase same store sale. So we do that by two things, by product development and marketing activity. And third thing that we focus on is on the portfolio mix of the product. So it has to be enough variety, and then also in terms of profitability, like adding more higher value product in there to allow us to continue to have a healthy gross profit margin. So in terms of other operation, we also keep an eye on new technology that we can bring in to implement and increase efficiency in our operation, and also look for new business model. Just to give you a wrap up, last year we did give out at the beginning of 2023 that we will open 20 new stores. We ended up with 25 new stores last year. For 2024, we target about 24 stores. So it'd be like 20 Moshi and 4 garlic. But as of first quarter, I think we will end up opening about 10 new stores in the first quarter. So there's a chance that we might exceed the 24 branches target that we gave out earlier. And like I said, we plan to cover 10 more provinces. So we target to cover about 60 provinces by the end of 2027. So this is the way that we increase our same-store sales. So one is we do with product development. For instance, for like fourth quarter, we do have new licensed product that came out in fourth quarter, and then we also have a product that we do collaborate with Korean band artists, which was well received by the customer in the fourth quarter. So that helped with the same-store sales growth in fourth quarter as well. And then we also do marketing activity like February of this year. We also have concert ticket game that if the customer buy up to a certain amount, they get a chance to win the concert ticket. That will also promote the marketing activity for the company and also help with the average ticket size of the company as well. So for outlook of this year, this one just to point out on the left-hand side is consumer confidence index in Thailand. So you see that in the fourth quarter it's kind of declined a little bit, but it still stay above the level of 50 level. So going forward this year, we expect it to still stay maintained at above 50 level. But might see a decline of a little bit in the beginning of the year. But hopefully, like after everything recover, for instance, the tourist arrival continue to recover, then hopefully things will get better in the second half. But we expect the whole year to stay in a healthy level above 50 points. So on the right-hand side, we look at the number of tourists coming into Thailand on a monthly basis. You see that it still continue to improve month on month. Then if you look at the number of Chinese tourists as a percentage of the total tourists that are coming into Thailand, you see that a proportion of Chinese tourists continue to increase to a pre-COVID level. During the pre-COVID level, they comprise of about 22-23% of the total tourists. So this year, the tourist department, they expect the number of tourists to reach 34 million, about 85% of the pre-COVID level. So hopefully, we think that will be positive for us as well, as a lot of our store also located in tourist location. So that's in terms of sale. So we think that sale, we target to increase about 20% this year for sale. In terms of margin expansion, we expect margin to improve this year as well. The reason for margin expansion, mainly three reasons, but as I mentioned earlier. One, as we expand the retail store, the proportion of retail sale will increase, and that will also improve the overall gross profit margin. Second is in terms of product mix, we have planned to continue to add more higher margin product development. So as we add more of those products in there, the overall margin of the retail store or the wholesale store should improve as well. And the last one is the improvement of the OK station, because the OK station, if you follow the company, we took that in at the second quarter of last year, but the margin of the OK station was lower than the company wholesale average margin. So we have planned to improve the gross profit margin of the OK station. And after we took it in second quarter, gross profit margin continued to improve. But we think we can improve it a bit further this year as well. So that will also help improve the gross profit margin in the wholesale segment as well. So those three reasons will give us the margin expansion this year. So just to give you a brief summary of this year, so we target sales growth of 20% through store expansion and still positive same-store sales. And in terms of margin, we also expect to expand through product development, through store retail expansion. So I think that's outlook of this year we expect to see. And so far in the first quarter, I think we can still achieve this target.
Okay, this session has come to the end. Thank you very much, investor and corporate, for joining the conference. If you do need further details, please feel free to drop us an email. ขอบคุณครับ